Okay, my big idea of using this file in order to create the pattern didn't seem to work. So let's just go File, New. And we're not worried about these things. And these sizes change depending upon where you click. I just want to make a new project that's 100 pixels by, there we go, 100 pixels, and create it. And you say, whoa, what's that little dinky thing? Make Command plus a couple times so I can get up. I just want a little file. And I'm going to create a new layer because that's just the way I work. And I'm going to click and hold down on that rectangular select and then click on elliptical select. Then come down here and get to approximately the center. And when I start drawing, it's going to go like that. But if I hold down Option, it draws from the center. And while I'm holding down Option, if I also press on Shift, now I'm holding down Option and Shift, it constrains those proportions. Now I need to let go of the mouse. I'm still holding down Option and Shift. I let go of the mouse before letting go of those modifiers. And I've got a selection that I can now fill. Now there's a great shortcut, but it's under Edit, Fill, and just like Photoshop, it says Shift plus F5. Forget about that. You want to know what the shortcut is? To get this dialog box right here, and I was playing with patterns. Normally this just shows foreground here. I'm going to, or background, I don't know, one or the other, because I don't use it. Now on my keyboard on a Mac, this is the foreground color. See right here? This is the foreground. This is the background. On my keyboard, Option is to the left of the Command key. So I've always remembered the foreground is Option and the background is Command. But on a Chromebook, the foreground is Alt and the background is Control. So I want to fill that circle, which, look at it, it isn't really in the center, but it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I want to fill it with the background. And so I'm just going to go like that. And what did I just do? You might have seen, and I hit Command Z to undo. So I held down, remember foreground is on a Mac, it's Option and Command, and on a Chromebook, it's Alt and Control. So if I hold down, I want to get the black inside that selection. I held down Command and hit Delete. That filled it. And if I hit Option and Delete, you say, well, nothing's there. Well, no, that's white. I want to fill it with black. And if that's just too complicated for you, because that shortcut I use all the time, you really want to know how to do this. So we're just going to go to Fill and change it to the background and say OK. Now we got black. Now we can deselect. Remember the shortcut, Command D, Control D, select, deselect. So we just have this right here. Let's make a pattern. Edit, Define New. See, Define New, Pattern. Boom, pattern added. Want to make sure? Go under Edit, Fill. Again, I bring this up, and this is Shift Delete to bring this up. I never go up there. Go to Pattern, and inside these patterns, we now have this brand new little polka dot pattern. See, our new pattern, which is named, actually, that's how it picks up the name. Picks up the name from the file name here. So if I would have changed this file name to polka dot or whatever, you can make much more complicated patterns. They don't have to be 100 by 100. You don't want to make it the full size because a pattern is one object repeated. The computer just does the repetition for you. So that's the cool part of making a custom pattern. And you can play with your own, but for right now, for this demo, I'm just going to use this pattern back on our project to cover the tissue paper.